Pizza Hut. What the fuck, man? Really, you're gonna take away American jobs? I guess I understand the concept behind streamlining the orders. The online orders. That's nothing to bitch about. But to have Habib and Kadaji take my order just because I want to order a fucking pizza locally. It's bullshit. I have boycotted Pizza Hut for the past year due to this fact, but I don't know. Wanted a little change up and thought maybe they didn't have that going anywhere. But I swear to God, the last time I called Pizza Hut, I talked to the same bitch. I'm pretty good at recognizing voices, and Donald Trump, where you at? Where you at, Donald Trump? Bring these jobs back to America. Have a couple extra people in the restaurant so local people can have jobs instead of have Habib and Kadaji take my order, which I don't have them take my order. I tell them I don't want to talk to them and to transfer me to the restaurant. But I would order from Pizza Hut a lot more often if that was not the case. I have lost my highest paying job, which was sad to say. It was back in 2000, 2001, 2002, due to overseas call centers. So it hits a little close to home, but it's really fucking pathetic to have someone in India take my order in Ohio. That doesn't make sense to me. That's taking away jobs in the restaurant. It really doesn't make sense to me, and just shows it's not an American company. That's what multinational corporations do, and I really don't like supporting that shit, but also at the same time, haven't had Pizza Hut for a while, and I was hoping when I called they didn't still do that, but they're still doing that, and what the fuck? If I want to order a pizza, I just want to order a fucking pizza. I don't want to talk to people that took my job. Yeah, I'm kind of joking, South Park, haha. But no, there's a lot of truth and humor. That's mad fucked up. It's taking away jobs. Yeah, it's probably not the most prestigious job, but it also is an honorable job. People need to eat. There's nothing wrong with working in the food industry. But there is something wrong with a company founded in America not providing jobs for Americans. Just because I vote Democrat, sometimes people think I'm a fucking traitor to my country, but, maybe I'm one of the oddities. I do believe in gun rights. My dad had a large, a small arsenal, a large collection. I don't feel guns should be outlawed. I just feel if someone's to buy a semi-automatic rifle or something of that nature, and really any firearm, and truth be told, what I'm about to say will basically will basically restrict me from owning a gun, but I feel if anyone is to buy a firearm, they should go through a mental evaluation. I mean, people say that guns don't kill people, people kill people. Well, the truth of the matter is, people with guns kill people. And yes, sometimes guns kill people accidentally. Like, with any tool, unless it's like a hand tool, like any kind of automated tool that actually does a function instead of just like a saw. You move it back and forth. And even sometimes that can injure people. So, I mean, it is a dangerous tool. And due to my mental health issues and my history, some of which is true, some of which I've been scapegoated on, I probably wouldn't qualify to own a gun. But there's crazier people out there than me, and I feel some screenings, some mental health evaluations would possibly restrict people from owning firearms that don't need to have firearms. Like, crazy ass nut jobs don't need to have a small arsenal. But my point with this is, just because some people vote Democratic doesn't mean that we're out to go kill babies. Doesn't mean that we're out to go take your guns away. My father was a member of the NRA. He had a small arsenal, and truth be told, he was crazy as fuck. I don't really find that as a put down. It's just, he was an eccentric individual, and if I've met any like him, I've not met many like him. So, if anyone sees this, please, like, comment. If you could let me know, excuse me, if you could let me know if your Pizza Hut location does this, like, transfers you to a call center and you're speaking with someone that is in India. I'm just curious. I mean, in my town, we have a very small restaurant. It's probably the size of my room. No shit. Like, our Pizza Hut location is probably the size of this room. So maybe they're just doing this for very small locations. But at the same time, if that's what they're doing, they could at least have Americans take these calls. They could have American call centers for these calls. I don't have anything against people of different origins or people that live in different countries, but there are people that could fill these positions, and a multinational corporation, PepsiCo, is not allowing Americans to work. It's fucked up. That could be a whole different field of employment for people. Like, if you guys have ever been on any live streaming platforms, I would give the names of these platforms, apps, whatever, but, you know, I don't really feel it's necessary. But you see these people on here, and they're basically doing work that they would do at a call center, reading a script, interacting with the people they're talking to, and except they're on video. So that that could be a whole field of employment for Americans, bringing back call center jobs. If you ever get on these live streaming platforms or apps, you'll see tons of people that are qualified to do this work. Like I said, my highest paying job ever was straight out of high school doing computer technical support for a company called iOmega, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist anymore, but they were one of the first companies to produce portable MP3 players. They called them Hip Zips. So, I don't know. I almost wanted to not order from there after I spoke to Khadijah. I don't know, Khadijah's probably not the best name, but whatever the fuck the bitch's name was, or whatever stereotypical Indian woman name I could give. I really don't even like thinking like that, but when I talk to these motherfuckers, it just makes me think of the scam people that call little old ladies and tell them their social security number is had fraudulent activity, or they did something illegal on their tax returns and they're coming to get arrested, and the sheriff's on the way to their house, and they're the main boss in the office, and they don't have anyone that speaks English in the office, even though they're speaking with Americans. And there's, people really fall for these scams, and people really get emotional and scared about this shit. I've seen my mom go through it. Just the other day, there's a big Social Security scam going on right now. And she didn't fall for it because I was there to tell her, Mom, it's a scam. Got off, hung up the phone and called the Social Security Administration, and it's the very first thing they said. So there's scams going around, report them to ssa.gov. But what about the people that fall for this shit or are naive to these things and don't have someone around that is knowledgeable about how this shit works and what they're doing? So, and plus, my job was taken away due to overseas call centers. So, it just kind of hits a soft spot and kind of makes my blood boil a little bit. But let's just say it's cold in this house for a little bit, and maybe it helps boiling my blood for a little bit. But fuck you, Pizza Hut. I don't give a fuck how good this pizza is, but whether it's gonna be good or not, this left a bad taste in my mouth, and fuck you, Pizza Hut.